Evening, guys. I have updates outside of what I wanted to talk about today, but I'll just save those because today I just want to talk about something specific, a sobriety. Today should be my 7 years sober if I hadn't fucked up. Last year, at this very moment, I was sitting behind a dumpster, wasted, because I thought that I was in my right to drink because someone fucked me over and hurt me really bad, and it doesn't ever really matter if you think you have a right to do it or not. It's just if you're mentally ill, if you're SMI, you really shouldn't drink, you really shouldn't do drugs. And do I want to? Yeah, I do. Of course you do. Don't lie to yourself and say you don't want to. Sometimes I sit there and I'm like, man, cocaine sounds great. Or like a couple beers or like 10, but I'm not gonna do it. But it's fair to want to. But yeah, I sat behind a dumpster. I stabbed myself with a knife. The night ended bad. I was assaulted. I broke my finger. I hurt my elbow really bad. I scraped my knee down to the bone almost, and I got lost. I couldn't get home. I don't remember. And then I was so fucked up the next day mentally because SMI and alcohol never mixes, and it never just ends with a couple beers, it turns into a habit really fast. I ended up in a squad car. They escorted me. I got 5150. They escorted me to a mental ward, which I escaped. That's a whole story that does not, we don't need to get into that. That's just the whole thing. Is it exciting? Yeah, kind of, but not the point. Am I proud? A little bit, yeah, but it's not a good thing. You should never have to escape a mental ward. But anyways, I don't know how I got out of that situation. I was wandering the town in nothing but literally just a t-shirt and yoga pants, and I don't even think I had shoes. So yeah, that was bad. The point is, even if I thought that it was my right to get wasted and forget about what the world had done to me and stuff, it's just not worth it. You're just punishing yourself more and thinking about having your fucking face in the dirt. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't be angry at yourself about it. You shouldn't hurt yourself more about it. You shouldn't beat yourself up about it. You should use it as a learning experience so you don't do it again. Don't waste suffering ever if you can learn from it. It's really easy to just hate yourself and be mad at yourself. That's only conducive to doing the same shit over and over again, when you could use that. And I mean, it sounds obvious. Learn from your mistakes is what I'm trying to say. But sometimes it's not as easy. And you gotta hear it. Because it's easier to beat yourself up and be mad at yourself. Whether you're on a sober, whether you're trying to be sober or not. Which I suggest, sadly, unfortunately, it's not fair that you can't just, enjoy recreational libations and chemicals like other people. It's not fair, but that is what it is. You just can't. I can't remember where I was going with this. Just don't beat yourself up more. Learn from it and think back on it. Think hard on it, but not in a way that's gonna punish yourself, because you already fucking punished yourself. You already did it. You already punished yourself. You fucking scraped your knees on the ground. Sometimes it takes hitting rock bottom for some people to learn, and that's not fair, but that's just the way it is, to go with it. I know I really have to bleed a lot to learn my fucking lesson, and I used to feel stupid, but if that's the way your brain is wired, accept it and do take any lessons that you can teach yourself. You already hurt yourself. You might as well take something positive from it. And it's really hard. And yeah, I do hate myself and I feel stupid and embarrassed. But moving on from that it's helped me stay sober. And again, I know it's obvious, learn from your mistakes, but it's actually not obvious, especially to people who are really hard on themselves, SMI individuals, mentally ill individuals. If you want to be sober, or if you just want to stop fucking up so hard, just don't let sorrow and pain go to waste. And I understand, and other people understand, sometimes it's just hard to say it out loud, and you don't hear it as often as you should, because not everyone's brains are wired the way a mentally ill person, you know, ADHD, bipolar, severe depression, PTSD, OCD, stuff like that. They're all very different, but they're under the same umbrella. You're mentally ill, and in some way or another, you don't think the same, and you're harder on yourself, and you don't learn the same. And if it takes getting hurt really, really bad, then that's what it's gonna take. So please use it to your advantage. So I'm gonna keep looking back on that night specifically. I don't know if you have a learning experience in mind, but try not to beat yourself up, but look back and don't fucking do that again. Whatever caused you to do that, drugs, alcohol, anger, which I'm working on right now too, because my anger and my alcoholism went hand in hand. And if you've been watching other videos, which you probably haven't, that's okay. What got me sort of into trouble recently is I broke a door down. You shouldn't do that. Granted, a medication had a hand in that too, but I do have anger problems I'm working on. So, not 7 years sober, but I am a sober person. I have had a drink or two in 7 years, but I am a sober person, and I wanted to run to alcohol so many times for so many unhealthy reasons, but I haven't, and that's something I'm trying to be proud of, and I hope you can be too. And just don't be so fucking hard on yourself. So yeah, thank you. Good night, guys.